A sister says, in case I suspect evil eye, that is, I have a good relationship with my in-laws, but sometimes they are suddenly changed without any clear reason. Can I make ruqyah for us? Like to read on water or food I cook, then we eat from the same food? Actually, I did this many times and alhamdulillah it worked, but I am afraid this is considered as an innovation. First of all, reciting ruqyah over food is not from the sunnah. Reciting ruqyah over water or things to drink is not from the sunnah, but it was done by some of the salaf, of the tabi'een, etc. So the concept of reciting Quran and blowing, this is from the sunnah. Say, hadith of Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, may Allah be pleased with him, when they went and made ruqyah with the Fatiha, chapter 1, to an idol worshipper, a tribe's leader, who was stung by a snake or a scorpion. And he was, in few minutes, healthy as a bull. No illness with him after doing ruqyah. How was the ruqyah done? He recited the Fatiha and dry spit on him, blew on him. So this is applicable. We know that drinking water, especially Zamzam water, is means of a cure. So there is nothing wrong in a combination between the two, inshallah, and it has been proven to be quite effective. Now, what the sister is asking about is that she wants to perform such a ruqyah on food and water presented to her in-laws, and this would clear a lot of the argument and the bad relationship between them. And it was practiced and proven. My own opinion is that this has no impact on your relationship with your in-laws. It is all an issue of miscommunication. Usually, we tend to imagine things, and shaitan inflates such an imagination and makes it bigger than its actual size until we are convinced and we believe in it. Most likely, your recitation of the ruqyah is helping you internally. It's making you peaceful. So when you speak with them, after that, you tend to treat them nicely, and hence they treat you nicely. And this is the formula of communication and relationships between people. It is told that it's a story that a woman was really upset with her mother-in-law, who was sick, yet taunting her, oppressing her, saying bad and rude things to her, though the daughter-in-law is helping her. So she went to a sorcerer, or whom she thought he was a sorcerer, and she said that I need to get rid of this woman. So the man told her to do what he's telling her to do for a whole month, like clockwork. And he gave her some potion and told her to put a spoon full of it in her breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and to serve her these meals regularly. And in a month's time, it will be all over. So the woman started doing that. And the first few couple of days, things improved with her mother-in-law. After a week, her mother-in-law started being so kind to her that the woman regretted her decision. After 10 days, she went back to the sorcerer, or whom she thought was a sorcerer, and told him, listen, I'd like to reverse this. I need the antidote so that I would not kill my mother-in-law. I regretted what I had done, and my mother-in-law is the sweetest woman on earth. So the man, who apparently was a wise man, he said to her, I gave you nothing but some water with salt in it. When you started feeding your mother-in-law and being kind to her 3 times a day, she expressed her gratitude and she exchanged with you the same way that you dealt with her, in kindness and good words and love and affection. And seriously, this is what we need when we deal with others. Unfortunately, nowadays, the root cause of our problems is that we insist and we demand to have our rights. We neglect others' rights. We insist on having our rights come first. And this is why it's like 2 cars head on in a very narrow road. Each one says, no, I must go and you must back off. And both are stubborn and not willing to back off. Either they will have a head-on collision or they will not progress or go anywhere. So my advice to you is, if you want to do ruqyah on water, this is okay, and there's no problem in that. The only thing that scares me a bit is that if some of them saw you do this, and this had happened before. A woman is trying her level best to do ruqyah on her husband, and her husband saw that. And he divorced her because he claimed that she is casting spells on him and she's doing black magic, not knowing that she's reciting the Quran. So if you do this secretively and no one knows about it, on water, there's no problem, inshallah.